Hi, this is Elizabeth Cermak from Your Highest Light, here every Tuesday at 3:33 to talk to you guys about your favorite topic and mine, attracting and creating your most beautiful life. I am a master life coach and spiritual coach. I'm here every Tuesday at 3:33 with Prudence to talk about attracting and creating your most beautiful life. Excuse my hair today. I went to get my hair cut. I showed up at the salon and they had the wrong thing down for me. So this is a good example of how our thoughts create our reality, because in the past, I think, because I had my whole day went kind of you know how when your whole day kind of is planned around an appointment that you have? I felt like my whole day was planned around that hair appointment. So I couldn't get in, and I went and I just really asked myself, like, what good does it do to get aggravated about this? And it really, it was just an honest mistake. There's nothing I can do. There was nothing I can do. I had to reschedule it for next week, and I didn't even tell my husband about it because I was just like, what good does it do? I'm not going to give it my energy. So I don't want to give it my energy now either, but I just want to talk about how, like, those little things, like, we could let stuff like that ruin our day or get us, we would waste our energy on it, and it's not needed. So anyway, here I am. My hair is not done, but that's okay. But today I'm going to talk to you guys about worry, and we're going to talk about a technique that I have used myself in order to not worry throughout the years. And this is a topic, worrying is a topic I talk about a lot because it's a topic near and dear to my heart, because it is something I have struggled with my entire life. It is something that was a part of me. I believe that it was something that I could never change. And the reality of it is you can change it. You don't have to worry. Worry is a choice. I didn't believe that for a very long time. I thought, nope, it is not a choice. I don't have a choice. I worry. It's an automatic thing. I cannot control it. And what I've realized throughout the years, the more that I've gotten control, like I did today at the hair place, I've gotten control of my thoughts, gotten control of my feelings. And I realize that worry is a choice, and that I do have a choice about what I worry about. So good to see you guys. I know I went on once and off, so I know there were a couple of people on Instagram before. I'm sorry if I missed you guys. So I'm on Facebook and Instagram Live, and this video will also be on YouTube, and I'm going to send out a blog about it. And I've got a big announcement coming up. I'm not going to announce everything today, but I've got some exciting things coming up that I'm going to be offering. This is February, so it's the month of love. So I'm going to be talking about a lot of topics that go from fear to love, that take us from fear to love, that help us create and design and attract our most beautiful lives. Okay, so like I said, today I want to talk about worry. I just listened to something yesterday about how we have so much wisdom. We have almost too much wisdom at our fingertips these days. So used to, we would have to climb up a mountain to talk to a guru to get some wisdom, right? We'd have to go to church, or we'd have to put some effort into it. Now, this day and age, right, we just open up our email, and at the bottom of anybody's email, there's a message or a quote of wisdom, right? We go on Instagram, it's like Insta wisdom. And we go on Instagram, and there's all this Insta wisdom, right? There's just tons and tons of quotes with advice, and that they're inspirational, but the problem is there's so much of it that we're not taking any of it in. So when we just read something, we've all been to a lecture or read a book and felt great, and then we don't apply it, and then we lose it. So what I want to invite you to do is, what I'm going to talk about today, I want you to take it in your body. So the way that we actually absorb things and learn things on a different level is when we actually invite feeling into the process. So when we feel, I'm going to ask you to do something today, and I want you to feel your way into it. What does it feel like? Because once you are in the habit of giving up worry, and you know what that feels like, you're going to be able to do it. But if you just listen to this and you say, okay, I'm not going to worry anymore, and then you don't really follow through with it, or you don't take it into your heart, into your soul, into your body, it's not going to do any good. Okay, so I can see there's people on here. I don't know why I can't see who it is. So hello, it might come up in a little bit, but I'll, if you're on here and you have any questions or anything like that, send me some love or send me a comment or question, feel free to do that. I just posted something, and I'm going to post it in Instagram later. I want to know what people are afraid of. What are you afraid of that you know that you don't need to be afraid of? Because I have a deep belief that we really have nothing to fear. This is a belief that has come after years and years of spiritual mind training for me. And I really do believe that we have nothing to fear in this world. Really, of course, there are times when fear is appropriate, like if somebody's breaking into our house, if we're being attacked, if we're being chased by a wild animal. Like those are times when fear is appropriate, but it's usually not appropriate in our lives today. So fear can tell us to get away from a situation or to move or to keep us safe, but our fear is running rampant in our society when we don't need it. So I really do believe deep down in my soul that there is nothing to fear. And so, but we all have those fears. We have like irrational fears that we know that we don't need. And so that's what I want to kind of get to is my friend and I, when we were younger, when we were in our 20s, my roommate and I used to joke about our irrational fears. We would call them out to kind of like laugh at them. And I remember she had an irrational fear that we lived in an apartment and she thought the guy that she parked next to was mad at her because she parked too close to his car. So stuff like that, like we do not need to be afraid of that. There's nothing to fear. Sometimes I might be afraid of like confrontation. I might be afraid of having to, I had a recent situation that was kind of scary because it was a confrontational situation. And, really in that situation, there was nothing to fear either. So I want to know what your irrational fears are. Like, what do you fear that you know that you don't need to be afraid of this? You could send me a private message. You can comment on the video, whatever it is, because I want to know because I'm creating a training and it would help me if I have some input from you and know what some of your fears are. And we can it's good to laugh at them, right? Because when you call them out and laugh at them, it makes them less real. So one of the Insta wisdoms that we hear all the time is give it to God, right? So we hear that wisdom a lot. Give it to God. Just give it to God. And that is easily like surface level Insta wisdom. What does that really mean? Now, I developed a process that I did when I was, I'm trying to think of years ago, not too many years ago, but probably like 5 years ago, that I developed, and I've heard it, I kind of developed it from things that I heard from cognitive behavioral therapy and from Doreen Virtue, but where I would get up in the morning, I was having these worries run rapid. Right? Hi, good to see you. Hi, Amy. So I was having these worries run rapid in my brain. And so what I would do is I would get up every morning and I would write the worry out. So I would name it. So name the worry. And a lot of times our ego wants to say, you are just worried. You can't name it. You don't know what it is. Yes, you can. So when you call it out, sometimes it seems silly. When you write it down, you're like, why am I even worried about this? I know that I don't need to be. That's the first step. And our ego will say, oh no, there's something else you're worried about. No, there's something else underneath that. No, that's what you're worried about. That's your ego like playing tricks on you. So call it out, name it. What is it that you're worried about? I'm worried that my client is going to cancel on me today. I'm worried that my client's not going to go well today. I'm worried that I'm going to be late. Whatever it is that you're worried about. So call it out, name it out. And then if anybody I'm sure everybody knows what it's like to worry, but let's think about it. What is it like, or what does it feel like when we're worried? For me, I feel it in my head. I feel it in my chest. I feel kind of dizzy. I feel ungrounded. So it's like it's going over something again and again and again in your head making it bigger and worse. Okay. So when we're worrying about something, we're not problem solving. We're just thinking about it in our brain over and over and over. Think of that cycle going over and over and over again. And we're feeling much worse because we're making the problem worse and bigger in our heads the more we think about it. We can't control it. And worry really is about trying to control an outcome. So when you think about it, we are co-creating. When we're manifesting, we're co-creating with the universe, right? When we're worrying, we're trying to control the universe. So our job is not to control the universe. Our job is to co-create. It's to develop a relationship with the universe and co-create with it. So think about this. Whenever you're worried about something, you're trying to control it. So this is when it's time to give it up, to give it to God, to give it to the universe. And so something that I did, I would write down, and I still will do this from time to time if I have a worry going on in my mind. I would write down the worry, and then I would say, so we say give it to God. How do we do that? Nobody really can tell you exactly how to do that. All I can tell you is feel what it feels like. So if you feel the worry like here in your body, this is kind of where I feel it. imagine giving that feeling over to a higher power. You're giving it to the universe, you're giving it to God, you're getting rid of it. And God will transform it. The universe will transform it into something beautiful. You don't have to worry about giving away something bad, okay? So God wants to take it from you. The universe wants to take it from you because God wants you to not be worried. God wants you to do your mission here on this earth, which is not to worry. Your mission is to feel good, and it's to co-create with the universe. So give the worry to God. And so I say a prayer, something like, God, there's nothing else I can do about this. I'm giving this to you to take care of. I've tried. I don't know what else to do. And please take this from me. And God gladly takes it from you. And then you feel what it feels like. So I talked in the beginning about insta wisdom. Don't just take this wisdom and make it insta wisdom where it's like surface level and doesn't go in your body. Take it in your body and feel it. Feel it, what it feels like to actually give that worry up to a higher power. And then you're free. You're free to live a beautiful life. You're free to create what you want to create in this life. You are not sent here to worry. You are sent here to create, okay? You are sent here to co-create with the universe. You are not sent here to control everything. You are sent here to be a part of it all, okay? To take it all in. So I hope that helps. So this is about worrying, and it's about giving it to God. Hi, Edgar. Good to see you. Hi, Leon. Good to see you, too. And I see people on Facebook, but I don't know why I'm not seeing who it is. I don't know why. Usually I do, but that's just what's going on today. So I'm so excited to have you guys. Like I said, I talked about worries and how to give those worries over to God, some steps in order to do that. I hope to hear from you. Let me know how it goes, how you're able to do that. And just remember, when you're worried about something, you're trying to control an outcome, and give it up. Give up the outcome. It's not your job to control it. God will take care of it, okay? And whatever it is in your life, God will take care of it. Give it to God. Trust the universe that it's going to work out in your favor. And even if we have problems and issues in our lives, but when they arise, we know how to handle them. We can always handle whatever's happening in the moment. We can't handle thinking about everything that could possibly happen in the future. But if you are being chased by the wild animal, which is the only time I'm giving you permission to be fearful, if you're being chased by a wild animal, if somebody's breaking into your house, you will know what to do in that moment. If you stay calm, you will know what to do in that moment. So you don't have to worry about all the possible outcomes that could possibly happen. All you have to do, because you couldn't possibly figure that out, that's when you develop that cycle in your brain. So think about this as flexing a muscle. So if you've been worrying your whole life, you have developed a habit of worrying. And so that worry muscle is big and strong. And so think about it as now you're flexing another muscle. You're flexing a spiritual muscle. You want to make that muscle bigger and the worry muscle smaller. And the more you're able to do this, the more times that you're able to give it to God and give it over, you will know what it feels like. The muscle will become bigger, and it will become more, you're creating new pathways in your brain. So it's going to become more of a habit for you. The other thing that sometimes I would do when I would write them down, if you write what you're worried about in a journal, sometimes you can see, okay, I'm constantly worrying about my health, or I'm constantly worried about my career, or whatever it is that you worry a lot about. Then you can kind of look back and see, well, that all turned out okay. I don't really need to worry about this anymore. I've given this to God before. I've given this to the universe before. I can do it again because that muscle's now big enough. That spiritual muscle's big, right? And so you're making the worry muscle smaller. So if you've worried your whole entire life, be patient with yourself, because this is a habit that it takes a lot of vigilance and strength to break, and determination. You have to be determined. This is not something that's easy. It's not, it's changing a habit like this that feels like so it's ingrained in you is not easy, but it is possible. For so long, I thought it wasn't possible. I thought worrying is not a choice. I just can't do it. I just can't not do it. That's what I thought for so long, but it is really possible. You don't have to worry. It is a choice. Okay, so I love you guys so much. Hi, Andy. I will see you guys soon. So I will see you next Tuesday at 3:33, but I'm going to also be doing a live training on next Monday at 5 p.m. and it's going to be in my Facebook group. So I'm going to let you guys know more about it. It's going to be on Instagram and Facebook tomorrow, but I kind of wanted to give you a heads up to be looking for more announcements about this, because there's something that's coming up that I'm doing in February that I'm offering to people that's going to be so cool. I cannot wait to tell you guys about it, and I can't wait to get it started. So I'm starting a new Facebook group. This is my first Facebook group, actually. I have not, my coach is like, I can't believe you don't have a Facebook group. I can't believe haven't noticed that. Well, I just have never done it. So I am starting a Facebook group, and you guys will be getting an invitation. If you are on, especially if you're on my email list, I'm going to be sending out that invitation today. So go ahead and get on my email list. You can go on the link on Instagram, and you can get on my email list, my profile link. I'm doing some website changes right now too. So go on my profile link on Instagram, Elizabeth_your_highest_light. Get on my email list, and then you'll get an invitation to the event on Monday. And there will be a replay as well, okay? So I love you guys so much. I'm so happy to see you guys here today. And just remember that when you are worrying, you're trying to control an outcome. You don't need to control it. You are not the controller of the universe. You are co-creating with the universe. God, you are not sent here to worry. Worrying is not your purpose here. Your purpose is to create. Okay, I love you guys so much. I will see you I'll see you on Monday on Facebook Live, in my Facebook group live, and I will see you here Tuesday at 3:33 every Tuesday. Prudence is like dead asleep. I don't think I have any questions or anything today, so I can never let you guys go. I always want to stay on longer. Okay, peace and love. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.